Hey YouTube, today's video is going to be all about my foundation routine. I wanted to share with you guys what I go through in the morning when I'm wearing foundation, because I hardly ever wear foundation. But when I do wear foundation, I wanted to show you my tips and my tricks on how I try to achieve the flawless skin or flawless face. So if you want to see how I apply foundation, please stay tuned. Alright, the first step is you need to prep your skin. I've already washed my face as well as applied my moisturizer. I use two moisturizers. The first moisturizer that I use is Cetaphil, and the second moisturizer that I use is azelaic acid, which was prescribed to me by my dermatologist. I just put 1 pump of Cetaphil, 1 pump of the azelaic acid lotion, mix it together, and I apply it all over my skin. As you guys already know, or as you can tell, I prep my eyebrows first before I do my foundation. So my eyebrows have already been prepped. The next step that I'm going to do is take my favorite base, which is the L'Oreal Perfecting Base. I love this stuff. And I usually just take a thumbnail full. That's it. And I apply a bit here on my forehead, my nose, my cheeks. And I go back in wherever I put some too heavy. So it looks like this when I put it on. And I just blend it in. And you want to do this right after you put on your moisturizer, because one, it'll help it last a little longer, and it'll help it smooth out better. And you want to definitely make sure you get it into the areas where you have oilies. If you have oily skin all over, you may want to use a tinge more than I use. I actually have dry skin, well, normal to dry skin, because in the summertime my T-zone gets really oily. Well, I wouldn't even say really oily, but it gets oily. I like to really make sure that I get under my eye area. Alright, so that's the primer. My next step is to take my 130 brush, my MAC 130 brush, and Max Fix Plus, and spray the bottom. Before I do that, let me tell you what foundation I'm going to be using. Today I'm going to be using MAC's new Pro Longwear. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's probably too dark. But this is a new foundation that came out about a week ago, maybe last Thursday. And I like it so far. It's supposed to last for 15 hours. I'm still testing that, so a review should be up shortly on my blog about it. But this is what I'm using today. So I spray my 130. I usually spray it twice. And then I take it on my hand and I just wipe off some of the excess. Once I do that, I usually start off with 1 pump. I like for my coverage to be light to medium. If you want a more full coverage, I suggest that you do 2 pumps or whatever, however many. But I like to start off with 1 pump, and then if I need to build to 2 pumps, then I'll do 2 pumps. So I do just 1 full pump. Then I take my 130 brush and I go around in it until it looks like that. I'm so sad you guys can't see how these things look. And then I always start at my nose. I don't know why. I just do. Start at my nose. And with this particular foundation, because it's a little thicker, I always seem that I need to do another pump of Fix Plus. This foundation is very thick, and once it's set, it's set. It will not move. That's the one thing I have noticed about using it. But because I use most of the time, I use tinted moisturizers. So tinted moisturizers tend to blend just like lotion. This one's a little thicker, so you're gonna need to really work it in there fast. I'm noticing that I'm going to need a little bit more, so I do a half a pump. I did a half a pump. Now here's where I differ from a lot of people when it comes to foundation. I only apply foundation in my inner circle of my face. Why? Several reasons. First reason being is that most women of color, we have two tones. We're dark on the outside and lighter on the inside. So I try to match the interior of my face the most because it's easier to match, meaning it's easier to find a foundation that's going to cater to the lighter area of my skin. Also, I hate foundation transfers, which means you go to hug someone and you done got foundation all on their shirt. I hate that. So to prevent that, I usually just put my foundation in the center of my face and then I blend it out with powder, which I'll do after I cover my entire face, you know, cover my area with the foundation. Plus, I save a lot of money on foundation. I keep foundations longer because 9 times out of 10, most people don't have issues all the way to their earline or their hairline. Their issues are usually among their cheeks, on their chin, on their forehead, not all the way back here. Now, if you do have problematic areas and it goes all the way back here, by all means, don't use my method. This is just the method that I've used, that I like, that I cater to my skin tone. I'm sorry, not skin tone, to my skin. So I literally only go in the inside of my face. Also, make sure that you prep your lips. Right now I have on Neosporin's lip treatment and I love it. Alright, so that's it for foundation. That's how I put my foundation on. Next, I'm going to go in with Mineralized Skin Finish in dark, natural in dark, excuse me. And I'm using a new favorite brush right now. It's the e.l.f. Kabuki face brush. Loving this brush. And I usually don't stray from my MAC 182 brush, but this brush has really been doing the trick. Now, I am hitting pan, as you guys can see, on my Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. And I do have another one, but I don't know. I just like using this one. So I go in and I get my brush all powdered up with the one little corner that's left for product. And this is when I actually blend out those edges. Okay, first of all, excuse me because my bracelet makes a lot of noise and it's too big. So sorry, I'm taking it off so I won't be making so much noise. Sorry, guys. And I go in and I blend these out. I blend that foundation with this powder. So it's almost like my powder, my foundation, and my powder have a very, very nice and seamless finish. All right, my next step is I use Cargo's 3-in-1 or one base is foundation and concealer in one, and this is number 45. And what I do with this is I just take a little bit, literally a little bit, and go like this to just brighten up my under eye area just a little bit. And then I just blend that out with my ring finger, and as you can tell, it really doesn't do that much. Now I take my powder. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. Bye-bye.